Hi everyone, so today we're going to be doing this sort of Mila Kunis inspired look. She wore it in it's Glamour magazine. It was their September issue, and they've got a feature on her and the sort of interviewing her and everything, and in one of the pictures she's got a look similar to this. This is as close as I could get. Obviously she's got very different eyes and eyebrows and dark hair, and her skin is far more medium toned than mine is. So I tried to recreate it as best I could, and I hope you like it, and stay tuned to watch this tutorial. I've already applied my foundation, and I've done one eyebrow, and I've done one eye. So all my foundation, my concealer, my powdering, all that's done. So I'm just going to do the first eye. So the first thing you want to do is take a primer. I'm going to use Urban Decay Primer Potion, and just put this all over your eye. Underneath a little as well. So next you want to take a eyeshadow brush. This is the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. This looks like I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked palette, and I'm going to use Buck in the first instance, that one there. Obviously if you're darker skin than me, then you'll need to use sort of the darker range of colours at the end on this end. But obviously you'll have to play that depending on what your skin type is, but I'm going to take Buck and I'm going to put this all over the eye. So you're going to run a little bit of Buck under your eye as well, just like so. And whereas normally I'd stop about 3/4 of the way, and this time I'm going to take it right the way into the inner corner. So it looks like that. So because this isn't quite as dark as Mila's is, I'm going to take a tiny, and I mean the smallest amount of Dark Horse here, and I'm just going to literally sort of do that, tap the thing off and just run a little bit of that over just to deepen that up a little bit. So Mila's look is quite matte, so that's why Dark Horse is quite a shimmery one, so we don't want too much of it, but it'll just give a little bit of dimension to the eye with the shimmer, but without being over the top. So just running a little bit. I'm just going to smudge that with my finger to blend that. Okay, so next I'm going to take a little bit of the Naked on a fluffy brush like this. This is the Sigma E25 blending brush. Looks like that. Nice and fluffy. So I'm going to dab that into the Naked, and I just use that to blend this out too. I mean, it's got a little bit like sort of in this part here, so I'm just going to put a little bit there, to create a bit of depth there. And then I'm going to take the Virgin colour at the end here and use that as a brow highlight and just to blend the colour upwards. So I'm just going to take this, this is the e.l.f. angled contour brush. I'm going to take a bit of the Virgin on there and place that on the brow and use that to blend. So you should have a transition between the highlight and then the blending colour here, which is that we used Naked for that, and then you should have Dark Horse and Buck on the with them to create this sort of darker to light transition. Yeah, okay, so next I'm just going to fill in my eyebrow because I'm finding it quite difficult to even them up without my eyebrows being done. Because otherwise I've got a tendency to go overboard with the eye colour if I don't have my eyebrow pencil in for some reason. I'm just going to go and pencil that in. And this, I'm using the number 7 double-ended eye pencil in Mid Brown Ivory. I got this the other day, so it's got the eye sort of, it's meant for your eyelids, and I have used it for that, but I like to use it for my eyebrows as well because it's quite good for that. So I use that for the eyebrows on my eyelid, and then the ivory is really good in the waterline or for your inner corners. quite a smoky line. It's not a sort of precise, crisp eyeliner. So for that I'm going to use this number 7, this is their Smoky Eyes eyeliner, and this was limited edition, so I'm not sure if you can get this anymore, but if you just you can either use a kohl pencil or sort of like a gel eyeliner and then smudge it a little bit with a brush, or whichever suits you best, but I'm just going to use this because I have it. So I'm just going to line the eyes, and it's like a little flick at the end there, and then run it under the eye slightly at the end. Contour brush like this. This is the it's actually the Model's Own blending brush, and I'm just going to smudge out the eyeliner on the bottom line now. Then using the Avon, this is their Super Shock gel eyeliner. I'm just going to tight line. Shouldn't have anything in a waterline apart from maybe like a sort of ivory or flesh coloured sort of pencil, so I'm going to do that afterwards, but for now I'm just going to tight line using this. So next I'm going to take the ivory end of the number 7 double-ended eye pencil. It just looks like that, so it's like an ivory. It's not a bright white, it's more like an ivory, so it looks a bit more natural in the waterline. Just going to place that on the lower waterline. And apply my Rimmel Lash Accelerator Mascara, and I'll be right back. So the eyes are done, and we're just going to move on to the rest of the face. So Mila doesn't appear to have much in the way of blush or anything on her cheeks, but apart from like a tiny sort of little, maybe a little undertone of pink. So I'm going to just put a tiny little bit of this. This is the MAC, these are the blush creams in Lady Bush. I think they've discontinued these, but they brought out a similar colour, I think, in the new creme blushes that they're doing. But any sort of pink product, I'm using this one purely because it's the colour closest to what Mila appears to have on her cheeks, so you can use any blush that sort of is like a warm pink sort of colour. So I'm just going to dab a tiny amount of this on the cheeks, because it doesn't really look like she's got anything on, but I'm just going to, apart from a tiny little hint of colour, so I'm just going to put it very gently on. Same on the other side. So like that. On her lips in the picture that I'm referencing, she's got a very sort of nudie pinky colour. So it's quite close to this e.l.f. matte lip colour in Natural, because there's no shine, there's no shimmer or anything to it. This is entirely matte, and it looks like this. I got this recently and I love it. Just kind of slapdash on the lids. Doesn't have to be really precise because it's meant to look quite natural, so I hope you like it, and please stay tuned for more tutorials and hauls and video and reviews and all sorts. So please rate, comment and subscribe and let me know what you think.